What is meant by waste? Things that are no longer useful to utilize are called waste. Many earthly resources are demolished and utilized for the human survival, and from such development, we are producing huge amount of waste, dumped and litter in and around the earth. You might get a question, how come you say that we litter outside the earth? The answer is, due to the technological advancement, we send many number of satellites and unused abandoned launch vehicle parts, old and obsolete satellites and defunctioned space objects create a lot of waste in space. How are waste generated? The products that we throw that are no more useful, outdated when compared to the latest technologies, damaged or not in a good condition to use, obsolete or worthless. For example, from a small chocolate wrapper to a valuable copper, from a stapler pin to a metallic bin, and from a memory chip to a cargo ship, every unusable product are said to be waste or scrap. Where are the waste generated? Various wastes are created, including solid waste from municipal, dangerous chemical waste and industrial waste, agricultural and animal waste, medical and electronic waste, construction and destruction debris, mining, oil extraction and gas production waste, sewage and drainage slit and waste. These large amount of waste created are because of the development in growth in the economy, growth in population, huge consumption, etc. Fully developed countries tend to produce more and more of solid waste such as food waste, cotton box disposals, used home appliances that are of no use anymore, any debris created from the destruction of buildings, foundry residues and other industrial waste are dumped into the landfills. What happens when you throw the waste from your home? Usually, we place a bin to dispose of the household waste. But do you know what happens after the waste leaves your home? You have to know the process that these wastes undergo, including collection, segregation, transportation, treatment, and final disposal. In general terms, wastes are found in various forms, which are solid waste, liquid waste, gaseous waste, animal waste, biodegradable, chemical waste, industrial waste, biomedical waste, and bulky waste. Solid waste, waste that has a rigid form and does not contain any liquid matter in them. For example, let us say garbage and rubbish from household work, demolished debris and broken building materials generated out of renovation and repairs from construction sites, trees removed and destroyed for extension of roads and highways, EB maintenance, etc. Other wastes are generated from cleaning roads, trash bin debris, roadside dumping, and even dead animals. Solid and semi-solid sewage treatment residues from treatment plants, ashes from burnt wood, coal, and other combustible waste from industries and foundries. What are the waste types that are generally found? Domestic waste, the waste that are generated from our day-to-day activities such as vegetable peels and fruit decays, sachet packing disposal of detergent, dishwash liquids, toothpaste packings, cotton boxes, newspapers, milk packets, etc. Industrial waste, the waste that are generated from the industries such as oil barrels, paint drums, tins and cans, corrugated boxes, old and used tires, tubes and moldings, scraps, discarded machine parts, etc. are said to be industrial waste. Clinical or biomedical waste, the waste that are created from hospitals, clinics and dispensaries such as used syringe, gloves, blood unit packages, glass medicine bottles, drips bottles, expired medicines, used and thrown cotton disposals, etc. are said to be clinical or biomedical waste. Agricultural waste, the waste that are created from agricultural lands such as fertilizer sacks, insecticides and pesticides, cow dung and destroyed crops due to heavy floods are said to be agricultural waste. Animal waste, the waste that are generated by the way of slaughterhouses, where you can find the waste of animals like intestines, skins, dung, bloods, bones, horns and other body parts, etc. are said to be animal waste. Nuclear waste, the waste that are generated from the used products of nuclear medicine, nuclear research, nuclear power generation, earth mining, nuclear weapon reprocessing like radioactive materials, and these minerals require highly safe disposable techniques to be followed as they can cause severe damage to the living beings. Mineral waste, the waste that are generated through mining such as hard rocks, gravels, clays, pebbles, sand, limestone, leads, arsenic, cadmium are said to be mineral waste. These mineral wastes can cause pollution to air and water bodies. These wastes are required to be collected and sent to the corresponding recycling centers or treatment plants for further processing, which are useful for reducing the waste ending up in landfills. What are the adverse effects of solid waste? Health hazards. If the solid wastes are not properly collected or disposed of, the accumulated waste tends to create a lot of health issues pertaining to the biological changes or humans or other living beings on earth, causing diseases such as diarrhea, plague, jaundice, intestinal disease, cancer, and even cause fatalities to human life. Any kind of improper handling of waste increases the damage to the workers who have direct contact with the solid waste, impacts and affects the land, air, and water bodies immensely. Decomposition and decay happens when the solid wastes are properly handled and treated. The decomposition creates an unpleasant, fouly, and intolerable odor. Unplanned disposal becomes the feeding and breeding grounds for disease-producing bacteria and other microorganisms. If these solid wastes are burnt in open air, it generates a large amount of smoke and increases the pollution rate, the air, and causes suffocation to the lungs while breathing, as it releases a large number of hazardous gases. Solid waste, when thrown or disposed into lakes, rivers, and ocean, leads to water pollution and cause damage to marine life. Thanks for watching the video. As we have seen what is waste, how it is generated, where it is generated, its basic types, and the adverse effect of solid waste. We will be discussing about the waste management techniques in upcoming videos. For more updates, stay tuned to our CircleX YouTube page. Thank you.